And we are back. It's time for our DIY segment. And today we're going to talk about pictures because we have a lot of pictures in our home, pictures in our offices, pictures we've taken on trips, pictures we've taken school, school graduation and all of that. And we have them on our walls, but from an interior point of view, most of them are an eyesore because most of you, yes, you have the idea of celebrating or remembering events, but you are missing the point. So today's DIY segment is to just steer you in the right direction so you know what to do. The first thing is, if you're somebody who has a lot of pictures in your space, the first thing is to find a theme. A theme is very, very important because you took the pictures in various aspects of your life, so there's the birthdays, there's the weddings, there's the just because, there's the travels. So you have to organize or cluster them according to each theme. So if it's, let's say school graduation, you have about 10 of those. So you put them or arrange them at one section. If it's birthdays, at one section, weddings, parties, at one section. So you get the idea now. Now, when you do that, then you plan your layout. Layout is very important. Layout essentially is how it's going to be on the wall, or if it's a console, I'll explain what console is as Z Decor Live continues. But if it's a console, if you're going to arrange them on the console, how it's supposed to be on the console. If it's on your wall, how it's going to be. But the trick here that most of you miss is you have to lay it out on the floor. Lay it out on the floor and let's see how it looks, or you should see how it looks on the floor. Once it's on the floor and you arrange it, then you know that, okay, I want it to look like this. I want 10 units, I want 5 units, or I just want 2 big ones. So once you lay it out on the floor, then you get to decide what frame it's going to be in. The frames are also very important. The frames also make sure that the pictures don't look awful. So if you're going for a black theme, you make sure that all the frames are black. If it's pink, well, pink frames. If it's purple like Z, all the frames should be purple. And now we have lots of retailers who are selling such things. So once you do that, then if it's a wall, and I'm choosing to say a wall because my focal DIY is for a wall. So if it's a wall, what you have to do is to make sure that you have to build inwards. So now you have the pictures you're going to put on the wall. You have laid that down on the floor. You know how it's going to look like. You've put them in the frame. Then you decide which wall you're going to have put it on. So you have to build around it. Build around it means take one particular picture. So if it's, for instance, graduation where you're standing with your parents, that one should be the main one or the focal one. So that would probably be in the middle. So you measure properly, you find the middle, which is your focal point, put that particular picture there, then you build around it. So you have the other pictures, probably with your siblings, with your friends, dinner afterwards, celebratory pictures afterwards, then you build around it. But whatever it is, make sure that you measure, because sometimes one picture is long in the corner, it's obscure in another corner. It makes everything clumsy, So kindly make sure that for this particular DIY, if you are going to do it and not get an interior furnisher or even an architect to come in and help you, make sure that the frames are intact, your lines are intact, and hang it that way. And then you can add your lights, because now they are picture lights as well. So this is your DIY tip for today.